Aloha, my ku'u'ipos. It's been a while. It's Nanea Manamea with Nanea's Keto Kitchen to yours and Nanea's makeup as well. So it's been a little while. Sorry I had to move and do a lot of things, but I'm gonna do a meatloaf today with mozzarella cheese and ricotta cheese inside. So I'm gonna show you my recipe of what I use and how I do it. I do use a conventional oven. I still set it at 350 degrees for about 50 minutes to an hour. I will go step by step, and it is delicious, you guys. You must try it. It is keto. Okay, it's a keto meatloaf. Of course it is. All right, anyways, let's get started. You need a big bowl, you know, to put your meat in. You need about 2 pounds. This is what you're gonna need. 2 pounds of ground meat, or if you're gonna use ground chicken or ground turkey, it's 2 pounds, 1 egg, half a cup of almond flour, 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of pepper. Then you're going to use half a teaspoon of thyme and half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Yes. And then we're going to mix everything up together. Once we're mixed all of that together, then we're going to add your mozzarella. And then we're going to add some ricotta. This is what you're going to add to it, to the middle layer, and then you're gonna cap it, and then we're gonna put it in the oven. All right, so let's get started. So we have our mix with 1 egg. We're gonna add 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. All right, I'm gonna add that into there. Trust me, you guys, you are gonna love this recipe. It's really hard to hold the camera. We're gonna add half a cup of almond flour. And this is 2 pounds of meat right here, okay? Then we're going to add, we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. So I'll be right back. Let me get my measurements for that. Since I moved, I still have my stuff packed. So I'm gonna use this as a teaspoon, okay? And then when I'm gonna use a tablespoon for the Worcestershire sauce, I will be using this, okay? All right, so we have our spoon with onion powder. We're just gonna go ahead and add that in the mix. And then we're gonna add our garlic salt. I'm gonna just eyeball it. And that's good with garlic salt. And then with your Worcestershire sauce, I still can't pronounce it, Dios mío. All right, it's kind of hard because I'm holding the camera, my phone, so filming. I don't have anyone to help me, but let me grab the tablespoons of the Worcestershire sauce, and then we're gonna add the salt, 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of pepper, and then half a teaspoon of thyme, and that's it. All right, this is your tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. We're gonna add 2, so I'm gonna add 1 more. All right, now for the salt, and the pepper, I'm just gonna eyeball the pepper. It is 1 teaspoon of pepper, so we're just gonna go ahead and just use some pepper. This should be good. And you're gonna use salt. And I will be using where's my salt? Oh, Karina. I will be using sea salt. So we're gonna, actually, let me use the other side. There we go. And now we're gonna go ahead and add half a teaspoon of thyme. So this is what I use for my teaspoon of thyme. Should be good. And now for the yumminess, half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Yeah. Now we're gonna mix everything in. I do like to add this. You can if you want to, basil, oregano, garlic, and sea salt. It's good too if you want to add that instead of, if you don't want to add the thyme, you can always add that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mix everything, and then we're gonna go ahead and cap and set it on the little aluminum foils, which I have these to set them in. Okay, and then because my convention oven is so small, that's what I have to do. So I'm gonna mix all of this up, and then we're gonna form our loaf. As I'm mixing, like I said, you really want to get up in there. Just get up in there, and mix all your ingredients together. Makes it really good so that everything incorporates all together, all the spices and the grated Parmesan cheese and the Worcestershire sauce and just everything. So, and once your mixture is done, then we're gonna go ahead and set the loaf. And then I will be adding sugar-free ketchup at the end, towards like 15 to 20 minutes before the meatloaf is done. And I'll add that on top. You can totally add onions and bell peppers in here if you want to. I just, for time's sake, I just got off work and I don't have time. So, all right, so let's keep on mixing and I'll be right back. So now we have our mixture well mixed. We're gonna go ahead and set it in our plate. And see how we're trying to form it, right? Okay, so we can go ahead and deepen it a little bit in there, because then we're gonna go ahead and add the Parmesan cheese. The mozzarella cheese. So you kind of want to make it, lift it up a little bit so you can secure it. Kind of like creating like a little wall. See how it's lifting from the sides? Kind of want to do that a little bit. Okay. And just deepen those pockets in like that. All right, so we're gonna add some mozzarella cheese. I'm gonna add that here. Add that there. Now we're gonna add the ricotta on top and layer it, and then we're gonna cap it with another layer on top. And trust me, you guys, it is so oh, delish. Go ahead and just spread it on top like this. It's okay if it comes out a little bit, it's fine. Add that on top. You guys, this is delicious, trust me. And it does, you don't have to be on keto to eat this. You know what I mean? It's just freaking bomb. It's bomba, I'm telling you. All right. That should be good. Okay. See how that's already in the middle? And then when it starts melting and bubbly, OMG, you guys, it's so delicious. Okay, now let me cap it with another layer on top. That has been, sorry you guys, I needed both hands, but I just grabbed a big piece and I just formed it. And that's pretty much, that's all you're gonna do. You're gonna bake it for about 50 minutes to an hour at 350 degrees or 375. Mine, because it's conventional, I'll use 350. And then about 20 minutes prior to it being done, then I will add the layer of sugar-free ketchup. And you guys, it is so freaking delicious. I will be making a side of vegetables, roasted vegetables with rosemary and thyme, avocado. Actually, I'll use olive oil and some salt and pepper. That's it. And then just mix that in the oven as well. And that is my dinner and lunch and leftovers. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start setting this one in the oven, and then I will be right back. All right, meatloaf is in, so as you can see my little oven, don't laugh you guys, but it's in there, it's cooking, and the other one's on top right here, just waiting, because I couldn't do one at a time. While my meatloaf is in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and lower the music a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and use mixes like rosemary. I don't have fresh rosemary, otherwise it would have been a little better, but it's still good. Some thyme, some salt and pepper. And this is the sugar-free ketchup I will be using on the meatloaf. And some Evoo. So we're gonna go ahead and just add it, coat it enough. So you can just add it in there. You can gauge it enough, because you want it rich enough too. That's good. We're gonna go ahead and add some thyme. All right, I'll be right back. Let me get the other. So we're gonna add some thyme. We're just gonna add it in there. Just mix it around. I don't, you just eyeball it. You pretty much put whatever you want. Oh, it smells so good. We're gonna add some rosemary because we're gonna incorporate everything together. I'm actually gonna add garlic powder and then onion salt. So So we're gonna mix that in there as well. Onion powder. And a little bit of pepper. And just a tiny bit of salt. And that's good. And then we're just gonna mix all this up, and then we're gonna go ahead and put it in one of these. We're just mixing away. We're gonna coat everything. And then we're just gonna line up your sheet with some foil. And I'm gonna use 2, obviously, because they don't fit in my little oven. Y'all don't make fun of me. All right, so that's pretty much done. Usually I'll add some like cherry tomatoes, but I didn't have any. And I thought I had some asparagus, but I don't. So that's pretty much it, and that is done. Now we're gonna line the sheets with some foil, and this should be good to go. So these are my veggies. So I just lined them up in one of these little trays, because of these little small ones, because it's not gonna fit. The other one's up here on top. And this one is sizzling in there. You can hear it. Actually, let's take it a little bit. I wanna see what it looks like. Oh shoot. It's stuck in there. All right, I'll be right back. See what I mean? Oh, look at that. That looks delish. Some of the sugar-free ketchup onto the meatloaf. A little bit out there. So we're gonna use one of these little spatulas and just add it on. You add that on top. Oh, trust me, it is going to be delish. That's enough. I mean, you can always make it more saucy if you want. Maybe you can just add it on. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and put it back in. And we're gonna put it for 20 more minutes, or yeah, like 30 more minutes, and let it cook. This is the final product. This is your meatloaf with your ricotta and mozzarella and the yumminess, the roasted veggies. And now it's time to taste the product. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and try the final product. Let's try it. Let's see. See? You see the cheese and everything in there. You guys, this is bomb. Bomb. You guys need to try this. Try it with the rest of veggies. Let me try with the veggies. Oh my God. You can taste the rosemary, the thyme. It's perfect on salt. It is bomb, you guys. And you guys need to try this recipe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Mahalo for watching. Stay safe, everybody. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. You know, wear your masks. And remember, you know, everybody's going through something right now during this pandemic. Just live aloha, breathe aloha, be aloha. All right? Sorry, I look cray-cray today in my Home Depot t-shirt. No, this is not sponsored by Home Depot. I used to work for them for like about a month. That's another story for another day. But anyways, if you guys have questions on recipes or anything else, please leave them in the comments. I will be making more recipes. I will be making my recipe on my caldo de albóndigas, whether I make them with, well, I'll make them with beef or I will make them with ground chicken. No rice, no flour, and also some keto flan, choco flan, some coconut cake. It's all keto based, obviously. All right, you guys, thank you for watching again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Mahalo.